This is the leading news from the Albuquerque Journal. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Wednesday, July 15th. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. A federal judge has dismissed a Trump administration lawsuit that sought to force New Mexico to hand over detailed voter registration records to the U.S. Department of Justice. U.S. District Judge Judith Herrera ruled on Tuesday that the DOJ failed to show the state violated federal election laws, saying the lawsuit lacked evidence that New Mexico was out of compliance with the National Voter Registration Act or the Help America Vote Act. The DOJ filed the suit in December after Secretary of State Maggie Toulouse Oliver refused a federal request for an electronic copy of the state's voter registration database, which included names, birth dates, addresses, driver's license numbers, and the last four digits of Social Security numbers. Toulouse Oliver praised the ruling, saying the state and federal privacy protections exist to safeguard voters' personal information, and that releasing the data could have put New Mexicans at risk. Judge Herrera noted the DOJ sent similar requests to nearly every state, and later sued more than 30 that declined. So far, at least 12 of those lawsuits have been dismissed, making New Mexico the latest state where a federal court has rejected the federal government's effort to obtain voter registration records. New Mexico's Downwinders are pushing Congress to extend the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act, saying the current law still leaves thousands of families without help. At a news conference on Tuesday, Tularosa Basin Downwinders Consortium co-founder Tina Cordova shared her family's experience, saying her father, two siblings, herself, and a niece have all been diagnosed with cancer linked to radiation exposure from the 1945 Trinity atomic bomb test. A bill expected to be introduced by Guam Congressman James Molan would extend the compensation application deadline from 2027 to 2043, broaden the list of covered cancers and diseases, and expand eligibility for people exposed through 1992 instead of the current 1962 cutoff. The proposal would make it also much easier for rural residents and tribal communities to prove residency by allowing sworn affidavits when official records are unavailable. Supporters, including New Mexico Congressman Gabe Vasquez, say the changes are long overdue and would ensure more downwinders and nuclear cleanup workers receive the $150,000 compensation provided under the program. Cordova says no payment can replace the lives lost, but argues the federal government has a responsibility to care for those unknowingly exposed to radiation in the name of national security. Legal battles involving former Western New Mexico University President Joseph Shepard are set to continue well into next year, even as new President Jose Coyle prepares for the upcoming academic year. A state judge has scheduled a 5-day bench trial for August 2027, and Attorney General Raul Torres' lawsuit challenging Shepard's $1.9 million severance package and faculty contract, which were approved as he resigned in late 2024. The state is seeking to recover the money and argues the university's regents violated New Mexico's Open Meetings Act. Shepard has countersued, claiming the university breached its contract after a new board violated the agreements. Shepard also faces a separate lawsuit from the State Ethics Commission over allegations that university funds intended for an ADA accessible ramp were redirected to improve a patio at his campus residence before his daughter's wedding. The state is currently set for a jury trial next summer. In addition, Shepard is also pursuing his own lawsuit against the university, alleging officials damaged his reputation, while a former university administrator has filed a whistleblower lawsuit claiming he was fired over raising concerns about procurement practices and federal grant management. That case is scheduled for trial in October of next year. And the New Mexico Environment Department has launched a new online interactive map to help people check for harmful algae blooms before heading to lakes and reservoirs. The advisory map will be updated at least every 2 weeks during peak algae season, which runs from July through November. Officials say the tool is designed to help algaeers, boaters, swimmers, and pet owners avoid exposure to potentially dangerous blooms. Harmful algae blooms can appear as blue, green, brown, or red scum on the water's surface and may produce toxins that can cause skin irritation, stomach illnesses, liver damage, and neurological problems. They can also be deadly for pets and fish. As of this week, warnings are in effect for Cuomo Lake, Clayton Lake, and Lower Charlotte Lake, while watchers have been issued for El Verdo Reservoir, Blue Water Lake, Eagle Nest Lake, and Santa Cruz Lake. State officials recommend avoiding water that appears scummy or has a foul odor, keeping pets away from affected shorelines, and checking the advisory map before visiting any lake. Their message is simple: if you're unsure about water conditions, stay out. The Leading News is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly after 3 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 90. As for this evening, scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected mainly before 9 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 67. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's The Leading News. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.